My name is Mark and welcome to my channel. Join me all year round, come rain or shine, and together we will be fishing for pleasure. This week's episode, pike fishing in Northern Ireland. Here we are, troops, bright and early. It's not light yet. We expect it to be at 4 AM, but there's a bit of cloud cover. We'll have a look, see what we're dealing with. It's only a holiday trip, so not excess amount of gear with me, and the head torch I should have brought really. Lough Scolban, supposed to be a pike fishery. Let's have a look. Well, good morning troops. Another day, another lock. On a walking holiday with a family again. Well, just the wife and the dog. And we're out Northern Ireland, Lough Scolban, first light. Wasn't too sure of the lie of the land when I got here. I thought I've done all my research, Google Maps, etc. You know, all the normal stuff you have to do. I arrived at the car park and there was nowhere to, there was not a recognised place to fish from really. So I've come in a little field next door, so I've come in there. According to the board at the entrance to the fishery, there's a alleged path here, so I assume I can fish here. So if I'm getting kicked off, I'm getting kicked off I suppose. But got two rods out, didn't know which way to go, so I've gone one with a float rod, paternostered roach. I'm in about 12 foot of water, just at the drop off, and I've got my baits set up about 18 inches off the deck. So, in the left hand rod I've got a ledger dead, and that is a mini bluey. So I've got two rods out. That's all I brought with me, a couple of travel rods. I'll see how they perform. I've only just bought them. I'll show you one next time I reel in. They're a 4-piece, so they, you know, they pack down to about 2.5, 3 foot at the most. You know, they're really quite good that way. So make, you know, get two in me two of my luggage, no problem. So the reels are normal, everything else is normal setup, just the travel rods. I'll go through them, I'll show you them. We'll give them a bit of a review, see how they perform with the action and the casting and everything. But they feel okay. For 15 quid a piece, I'm not going to moan. So we've got the baits out. There's a bit of cloud, a bit of blue sky. Don't know what it's going to be like today. Apparently quite chilly. 11-12 degrees for June is not good, but we'll see how we get on. There's the lock, left hand rod, out there towards those, see where those reeds are coming out of the water, just to point off of them. And the right hand rod, as I say, it's not far out, it's just at the drop off. There it is, centre of your shot now. Wind's blowing into my face. Dedicated pike water apparently is dedicated pike water apparently. Any pike that are taken out of the trout and salmon reservoirs locally are put into here. And I reckon they go up to about £20, so we'll see how we get on. That's where my float is now. That's in about 8 to 10 foot of water. Slightly over depth. I've got my stop knot set at 11 foot. So it's there's some depth there in that bay. Shallow's right up. Water's gin clear, as you can see it shallowing out. And it drops down to where my float is. Wind's blowing into that direction. So hopefully there's some pike patrolling around that drop off. That's the logic behind the move. Rather than have the float out in the middle of open water, I'll put it into that sheltered bay. Hopefully some patrolling pike will have that. And that way the right hand rod, I can explore the whole of this bay out further if I want. Poor well troops will nothing so far, no runs. Every half hour I'm moving the baits around. I've just switched over the right hand rod now to a sea dead. I was fishing. Yeah, I've just now switched the leisure rod out with a sea dead on rather than a roach. See if that instigates. Some waters I prefer sea deads to coarse deads, you never know. But at the moment, nothing. I mean, it's a vast amount of water. Ideally, you would fish somewhere like this with a boat, but bank fishing's going to be quite hard. You know, it's you got to be lucky enough to be fishing a section of bank that the pike are in. If you're not, you know, it's going to be very, very hard work. But at the moment, as you can see, I've got my raincoat on. It's not cold, 10 degrees, but there's, you know, there's showers every now and then, so I'm huddled up under a tree out of the rain when it comes. Just still in that bay on the left hand side with a float rod. I've gone a bit further out, so I've had to adjust the depth. Now I'm in about 20 foot of water. and hope maybe in a slightly deeper water. That's why I've moved out. There's nothing in the shallows, 10 foot, so I've moved out to deeper water, so now I'm in 20 foot of water, and hopefully with that paternostered roach will instigate something. But at the moment, no joy. The Irish eyes are not smiling on me. But it's early. Well, I say it's early. I mean, I've only got 4 hours fishing. I promised to be home quite early this morning, you know, family holiday, not a fishing holiday. So hopefully we'll winkle out a few pike before it's time to pack up. Another shower. No action on them rods. It's not heavy, but just annoying, especially when you're fishing with the wind in your face. You have to float. There's the float. Sadly that hasn't moved yet. Ooh. As you can see through the spots of rain, it's not heavy, it's just annoying. There is blue up there every now and then, but it comes in waves. It's a beautiful lock, but at the moment we haven't unlocked it, have we? But that's how we've got sea dead on the right hand rod, paternoster brooch on the left. Better get out from under this tree and cover me electronic scales and that. Don't want them getting too wet. Come on, you pike. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm trying out a new travel rod. No advertisement, I'm not recommending it. I've just got myself a couple of cheap travel rods online. 30 quid for 2. If they get broken, there's no hardship. They're very, very budget friendly. Packed down to 2.5 foot. Easy fit in your luggage. So I'm going to give them a go. And what they are is called Oakwood carp. They're 10 foot, 4-piece, 2-pound test curve rods. As you can see, reel seat. Takes my big reels, 6 eyes, casts well. I mean, it's got a bit of weight to it. It's not as light as you would like, but what do you want for 15 quid? You know what I mean? So it's, as I say, it's a cheap travel rod, decent handle. I haven't had a pike, so I don't know what it plays like. It's a bit stiff, the action, but as I say, it's gets you out of a hole. Very cheap option. Well finished. The proof in the pudding is is in the eating, isn't it? So, you know, if we have a pike on it, on one of these rods on this Irish trip, then we'll find out how they stack up. But they're okay. They're very good. You know, as I say, 15 quid. What do you want? It's cheap as chips. Gets you fishing. Let's just see how they perform. Well, that's the morning over with. I've been fishing 4.5–5 hours. I promised to be home early so we can go out. It's a holiday after all, so it's not the end of this Irish adventure. We're gonna nip out in a couple of days time and hopefully get on some pike. But this morning I'm gonna have a slow pack up now. I've got one rod left out with this alleged sea dead, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, troops. Let's crack on. Let's see if we can catch some Irish pike.